Be fine. Wicked. Oh, I can see you've just popped up on the camera. Wicked. Okay guys, here we go. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one. Welcome back to my channel or my Facebook group. This will go up. Oh, got my arm going again. This will go up on my YouTube channel, but I figured that I'm going to do something a bit crazy, just to kind of spice things up a little bit. I decided I'm going to do this kind of rough and ready kind of approach to things, which means, let's get that out of the way. I'm just going to throw a recipe together right here and right now on the camera live. So there might be some swearing, I doubt it. There might be some barking from the dog, and there might be some shouting. I don't know. Let's see how it plays out. So today we are going to make candied pecans or candied nuts. I've got a variety of different nuts here. So let's get to it. So with this one, I've got this one up on my blog, I believe. If not, it's definitely up on YouTube. So for this one, we're obviously going to need a variety of nuts. I like to use pecans and almonds. Brazils, I'm not really a Brazil person, but if that's what floats your boat, then that's cool. What else have we got here? Baking parchment, some eggs. Show you what to do with those in a minute. A bowl for whisking, some vanilla essence, and if I've got any left, bear with me. Cinnamon is what we're after. No, that's chives. You don't want that. Do you know what? I swear I bought some the other day. Ah, here we go. Cinnamon. Marks and Spencer cinnamon tonight. Posh stuff. It's just because I like the jars. They're really, really good and robust. So there's a bit of a super hint for you guys. If you want a good, robust, reusable jar for your herbs and spices, go down to M&S. These are brilliant and they're reusable. Right, so a bit of cinnamon as well. You can put nutmeg in there as well, and that tastes really nice. Not chives though. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do on this is going to pop the oven on about 150 degrees to 180 degrees fat. So we're going to get that on nice and warm now. 1 second. I'm going to stick on 180 degrees to get it out there. And now we're going to want to line our baking tray. So this is just normal greaseproof paper. I like to call it baking parchment. I don't know. I just think it sounds a bit more fancy when you say baking parchment. So there we go. And we're going to throw this in the pan like that. And this is just going to stop it from sticking to the sides. So we'll throw that to one side for now. We don't need that for now. Alright, the next thing I want to be doing is getting some egg whites going on. Now you can get away with one egg white, that should do just fine. If you like them extra sticky and extra crunchy, then go for 2 egg whites. But I'm just going to use 1 egg white. These are large eggs. God, look at that one. That's blooming huge. I'm going to save that one. It looks like a double yolker. This one I do. Righto. And we're going to separate this egg into 2. Now you can do it nice and clever with your fingers. Let me just take my wedding ring off. I don't want to get that covered in egg. So we're just going to crack the egg on the side. Nice and easy like that. And then take the top off. And then just between the 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. And that's a nice, clean and easy way of separating your egg yolks from your egg whites. Pop this one in there. Do make sure that the bowl you're going to mix in, oh shit. Do make sure that the bowl you're going to mix in is nice and clean, because otherwise the whites won't whip up. And we want them nice and fluffy. Now there's a quick way of doing this. You can use cream of tartar, but I think this is pretty lazy. You don't need to do that. Honestly, this is going to take like a few minutes, so just get your whizzy. These ones are on offer. These are on Lidl at the moment. If you want to pop in there, there's white ones, there's green ones. I got a green one because that's the only one that was left in my Lidl. Right, let's beat this a little bit. Oh, hang on. Technical issue. Try that again. It's got turbo setting. Right, it's going to take a few minutes just to beat up a minute. Bear with me. And you want to get this so it forms peaks, just kind of like you're making a meringue. a quick recipe is ridiculous. And this will keep you going for the entire week as well. The trick is, I'm not going to do it right this moment, we should be able to put these over the top of our head and they shouldn't come out. Hang on, I'm not quite confident right yet. So you can see already how well they're coming up. Let's see what we got. Moment of judgment. Let's just check it first. Ready? That's what you should get. One day it's just going to land on my head and I'll literally have egg on my face. Right, okay, so that's our egg whites, nice and beaten up, nice and thick, nice and frothy, just the way we want them. So now, it's really simple guys, this is such a simple recipe. Honestly, it takes no time at all. So we've got a few pecans there. Almonds, absolutely love almonds. They've got the best crunch ever. And I'll throw a few Brazils in there just to be a bit crazy. So one thing to be a bit cautious about is obviously nuts are quite carby. Yeah, so don't go too nuts with your nuts because they're extremely moreish and you could quite easily eat. I say this because I've pretty much done it myself. You can sit down there in front of the TV and literally munch this whole recipe in one evening. So don't do that because it gets a bit crazy. All right. So I'm gonna go with a handful of Brazils. Just gonna chuck them in there. I should probably measure them, but I'm not going to measure them this time around because I'm just showing you how to do it. So, handful of your old pecans, and the rest of them because I particularly like pecans, and a few almonds. What's been with the weather today? Wouldn't really be British if I didn't talk about the weather. It was meant to be thunderstorms today and it's been absolutely stonking. What's that all about? I went out in jeans today thinking it was going to be raining and ended up sweating my knackers off. So, right. So that's that done. Now I'm going to put, where's my cups? I'm going to throw a quarter cup of Erythritol in, yeah? Whoosh, like that, quarter of a cup. And I'll probably start with about a tablespoon of cinnamon. Let me just grab my spoons a minute. I particularly like cinnamon, so you can throw a bit of nutmeg in there, that'd be nice as well. Here we go. And then just with a spoon. Now here's a good trick. Always stick the top back on your herbs and your spices as you go along. At times I've knocked stuff over, especially when it's stuff like these, you know, the flavourings, and you end up with like spearmint everywhere or something. Right, so we're going to get a spoon, and we don't want to beat it because what we don't want to do is we don't want to knock all the air out of these lovely eggs that we got going on. We're just going to turn them in nice, and then when they're all nice in, you can start seeing, ah man, that looks so good. Oh, I forgot this. So we're going to go with about, hey Ryan, how you doing mate? So, teaspoon of vanilla. Actually no, I'm going to go with half a teaspoon of vanilla for this one. There we go. Just to give it that extra bit of flavour. Turn them in. If you've got more egg in there than nuts, then just throw a few more nuts in there. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the pecans. Out of all of them, hang on a minute. How bloody how'd you get into there? Oh, like that. Out of all of them, I think the pecans are the nicest. They've got this lovely creamy texture that you get with them. It's really, really yummy. Now, obviously I'm putting quite a lot of stuff in here. But when it comes to eating them, just measure them out. Measure them out into your own quantities. Oh man, I've got loads going on here. I'm going to put some more in. And then you can pretty much measure it by the nuts, you know, because erythritol, this stuff is like nothing. This stuff it's practically free. Erythritol is carb-wise. Alcohol sugar it is, but it's got almost 0 carbs in it. So for us who are kind of following this low carb approach, it's perfect for us. And then obviously your egg, but there's only 1 egg in there anyway, and there's only the egg white, so it's not like we're going nuts. And a little bit of vanilla extract. You could probably go and get some sugar-free stuff with this if you wanted to kind of keep the carbs right down. Right then, so the last bit, you're going to get these, just throw them on your grease-proof there, like so. Oh mate, that smells so damn good. Move them around a bit. Try to get like a single layer across there, yeah? You don't want them to bunch up, yeah? Like that. Tell you the truth, I probably could have gone with a few more, but it's in there now and there's nothing I can do about it, so. Right, so what's going to happen when we put these in the oven then? So, that's some cinnamony shit. So what's going to happen when we put these in the oven? So what's going to happen is erythritol caramelizes, is one of the sweeteners that does caramelize, so you're going to get a nice caramel on there. Also, the egg white is going to crisp up and give it a nice crunch, a nice kind of crunchy coat on it as well. So they're going to be really, really banging. So that's it, guys. I mean, we're going to put them in the oven. Do keep an eye on them. I would probably check in on them every 10 minutes or so. But kind of use your nonce on it. Take a look at them every so often. You don't have to worry about undercooking them. You'll know when they're cooked because they'll start to brown off. Yeah. Probably after about 10 or 15 minutes, just give them a churn around. Just make sure they're not sticking. Give them a little push, shake like that, and then you're done. And then yeah, pop them in a container, a airtight. Oh, sorry, I lost my words. An airtight Tupperware. That's it. Put them in an airtight Tupperware box, and keep them in somewhere, you know, cool and dry. You don't have to refrigerate them. Just keep them in your cupboard or whatever, and just take them out. So these, hang on, I'm just going to pop these in the oven. So the oven's on at 180, and then I'll continue off in 1 moment. Just put a timer on. 10 minutes. Like that. Right. So things you can do with these, I found, you guys have probably seen the yogurts that I do. So I use this stuff. This is from Lidl. I'm not like a Lidl affiliate. It's just down the road. So this is where I get all my stuff from. Creamy Greek yogurt. Make sure you get the live stuff, okay? Because it's got all the good stuff for your gut and everything in it as well. Yeah. So about 100 grams of this in a pot, and crush up some of your candied nuts there, and just sprinkle them on the top. And this is so good with candied nuts. It's insane. Maybe even throw a couple of blueberries on there as well, or something like that. It's just absolutely the best. So definitely go for that. So yeah, guys, there we go. Also, you can throw on a bit of cereal if you want. Doing the carb thing, shouldn't really be doing cereal, but I do little bits of it. But yeah, anything, it goes on all kinds of stuff. So cool, guys. Well, that's me for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll post some pictures when this is done of what they come out like, and yeah, have a great time. Oh, that's it. Ice cream. Stick them on ice cream. Oh man, you've got to stick them on ice cream. It's just the absolute best. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for listening to me. Let me know what you think of this format. This is a new format. You know, I'll do some fancy ones as well. It's just that this is just a lot easier and a lot quicker to do than the other ones. So we'll see how this flies. So Cool, guys. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you later. Nice one. Cheers, guys.
All right.
Hang on, you're so far away. I've got to come all the way over to